And we are back here on Goldcrest Valley for the 12th time. Today, we're getting the birds out of here. Get out of here, birds! Choop, choop, choop. Hey, I caught one. It's a very rare occurrence. You may know what's about to happen with a cultivator and a plow. We are about to do an expansion of field number 20. We've got a little bit of extra room on the left side, a little bit at the top, quite a bit on the right-hand side, and a lot at the bottom. And we're going to be doing it the same way that we did the last field. So let's see if we can get this cedar off of here. I tried to bring as much as I could down here with me. I tried. It is what it is. Real quick, let's do a little speedy run and run around the outside. So what I want to do is bring the field almost all the way out to the road. That should work fine. Now at the top, we do have a little bit. We may move the road up, but I mean, completely honest with you, I think the top we may just leave where it is. I said we had some room at the top. We do here, but not at the other end. On this side, we do have a bit of room here on the left-hand side, so we will increase that out. And you can see down here it gets even water. And then at the bottom is just an absolute massive amount of room. Right here, I'm not too worried about this. Back in the day, areas like this were used to turn around and at least get started on fields. We're not too worried about that today. So yeah, that's the game plan. It looks like, at least from here, if I can go up in the air real quick, this whole bit is the smallest up here. So that's where we'll start. One other thing we'll do real quick before we hire this guy up on the worker to go down is we're going to smooth it out. You may see there's a lot of bumps and things like that. So let's go into our soften tool. Oh yeah, you can see there's a big difference being made through there. Actually, not from above, but from down here, definitely. So I'm just gonna drive this all the way down. Some of those rocks will smooth out, but I'm not too worried about it. All right, got that done. Drop it down, turn on the create fields, back it up all the way to the top edge, and hire worker. There you go. Now the worker will go all the way down. Of course, he missed a little bit right there at the top, didn't he? Really, dude? Come on. Unless this stuff can't be plowed up. No, this stuff could definitely be plowed up. He just didn't want to do it. There we go. Okay. There's our straight edge. Now we hire back on the worker, and I think this will probably be as far as we expand, at least on this side of things. There is a lot extra here, but I do want to continue with just completely squared off, helper-friendly fields. Nothing wild and crazy, nothing that goes out a little bit too far on this side versus that side. And I think we're just going to continue with this. Well, you know, I may extend the top a little bit. It looks like we can be extending it. Maybe we will. Maybe about right there-ish. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Square it off. There it is. Bring it forward without doing any damage. Come on, come on. You can do this. Hire it on a worker. And go. Nice. That's a little bit. It's not too much. And at the top right-hand corner, we've expanded that a little bit. You can see, nice, right out to there. Not too far, enough to where we can still use the pathways and things like that, even though that pathway is literally useless. Oh, no, it's not. Wait, can we delete that? Oh, we can delete that. I'll leave it. It's amazing when you can't delete something. You're like, but it would be perfect for this. And then sometimes you're like, well, I don't want to delete it if I can. For some reason, that's how I feel right now. Now at the bottom down here is going to be where the majority of this work happens. Man, that is so much extra space that we could be having a worker on. Ugh. I'll be nice. Maybe we can expand, maybe add a little bit of an extra dirt plot to that. Yeah, that could work. That could work good. All right, we'll bring this down. Drop it. Straight edge. Good. Looking good. Bring it around. And hire them up. Yeah, missed a little bit, but that's okay. Now, we'll wait till this gets all the way to the edge, and we'll get our cultivator out. If you guys didn't see the first time when I did this, it's so cool. Check this out. Oh, the one thing I did forget to do real quick, this spot right there. There we go. And now the worker will be able to jump and do the rest. All right, we'll hire it up. There we go. 4 miles an hour. That's enough, right? Man, there's so much extra space with this field. It is going to be much different by the time that we're done with it. And hey, maybe we could put some trees up too, decorate it a little bit. This should stop, and it did. Hey, all right. Now where's our worker at? Yeah, of course it's the tab the other way. So the way that I do this, because I want to keep everything squared off, straight, and things like that, I will actually get a cultivator out, and we will drop this down and hire him up on a worker, and the cultivator will just go straight. Because this is a different ground type than the plow, I can actually hire him up on a worker to do the other pass, which is super nice and very convenient. All the way to the end, and boom, done. Haha. Now all we gotta do is get to the other end of the field, overlap slightly, drop it down, hire it up on a worker, and it goes. Just like that. Got a little bit extra space here on the right-hand side. We'll come back one more time, but that's as far as we'll extend the field. Right to the edge. Bam! I love it because the worker just does it for you, and you don't have to worry about getting too close to the edge or not having a straight line. For some reason, when it comes to cultivating and plowing, the workers do a pretty darn good job. Mostly. Last pass down at the end. Honestly, I might go for, well, no, I was going to say I may go forward a little bit more, but I think what I'll do is I'll just leave it at this. At least all these extra little trees and bushes and stuff at the bottom will pop up. But yeah, this may be about as close to that as we want to get, even though we will be running in rows. So, you know what? This is perfect. And there we go. We're done. Bam! Just like that. All right. So this is what we're seeing. What is that? Oh, store deliveries. Forgot about that. Let's go ahead and do that. I may have used that to get a cultivator. All right. Fold it up, and now we can finally put some seed in here. This is going to be the barley field. We talked about that in the last episode. If you missed that, go check it out. It was fun. It was kind of nice to be back on the map after a little while. So, hook up, get some seeds and fertilizer, and we're good to go. I think for this one, we'll probably start here and just go across this way instead of trying to go up the other way. This will probably work better off for us in the long run. And put it down, speed it up a lot because we do want to fast farm with this, and let it happen. Solid fertilizer is going into the ground. Barley is going into the ground as well, which is very nice. Let's see, how much needs what? Needs lime. All that needs lime. For some reason, this field doesn't need lime. I'll be the judge of that after we finish all of this. One of the features that I don't use very often is the suggested or working with area. So at the top left, I have changed my working width on the lime, and I think this should be enough to hit the hope. Oh, no. Turns out when you hire a worker, it doesn't do that. Made a mistake. Go back. Now let's try this one more time. I'm trying to get all the areas that need lime without having to use a whole bunch of lime, if that makes sense. Yeah, we've hit most of it. Not exactly the best job in the world for lime, but hey, it is what it is. All right, we'll change that down to 15, and we'll run right along the edge here. And that should work. Nice. A lot of this, especially all the stuff that we've already plowed up, is double fertilized already, so we don't have to worry a whole lot about that, but we will have to come through, fertilize the whole field again, which means we may want to do lime if we don't want to come tomorrow. It'd be easy to hire up on a worker, whatever. So some other stuff that we need to do. One is going to be to pick up all this grass. Now, one of the things I wanted to do moving forward was get a hold of a better loading wagon. However, when utilizing a 1455, I think this one does fine. Though, maybe in the future, it would be a lot of fun to have something that was just a little bit more oomph. For example, the Forge pickup trailer from Mac Trucker 921 has gotten a few updates recently since we did our Alma, Missouri series, and has been fixed up perfectly fine. Of course, I've got some modified things here and there, and we have the TARDIS stuff as well. So we may try and figure out what we're going to do there, but I think it would be the pickup area rather than the capacity that I would worry about. So we're looking pretty good. We got 395,000 or 396,000, almost 400,000 off of that field right there. We are looking good up here. If we jump all the way down to field 28, this is looking very, very good. And looking at the amount of money that we've got, I think we need to start looking into more productions. Well, it may take a day or so, but we need to look into it. All right, I have had enough of going back and forth in little itty bitty teeny tiny rows. I hope that this tractor could pull this, but I'm done with it. We have upgraded finally to this loading wagon. And I'm going to go out the right way this time instead of trying to climb over all of that. That worked well. That worked nice. How's this handle, by the way? That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh boy, that would have been bad. Let's unfold real quick and see what we can do. Man, I tell you what, it's super funny. The field that I'm on right now, literally like right here, right now, from the angle up here, like this angle here, was the first time I ever saw an unrealistic mod for Farming Simulator. That would have been Farm Sim 17 when I saw that, and it was just some random YouTube video. And I saw it was like a combine that was also unloading into a trailer at the same time and was also going through and it was like cultivating and dropping the straw and baling the straw. And it was doing like everything in one pass. And I loved it so much. I was like, oh, I like that a whole lot. It is not realistic, not in the slightest bit. And I agree with that. And I loved it. And I still love unrealistic farming so much. It's just so cool to use different, really neat stuff. I've always kind of been out there when it comes to doing things the right way. And Farming Simulator's no different. But don't worry, I cheated every video game. Not just Farm Sim. I actually cheat the least amount in Farm Sim. Something else that I find extremely hilarious is this loading wagon has half the capacity of the one I've been using. It only holds 500,000 liters. So we may actually need to make a few different stops for this one. But the good thing is we've got a lot of grass, a lot of stuff, and we are just fine when it comes to all this. All right. There's our passes around. I think we might be able to go back and forth now. Yeah. Another thing is just getting it done twice as fast. I mean, this is going to save me twice the time doing any job that involves picking up grass or straw or moving silage or anything like that. This saves me that time, not only in-game, but IRL, so that I can do more other fun stuff in the videos for you guys. I know that unrealistic farming's not for everyone, but well, there's some great realistic YouTubers out there. Virtual Farmer being one of them. So go check him out. And just like that, I'm done. It did not take long at all. We got it, fold it up, and we'll take the grass and drop it off. I've already filled up our silos. How are we looking? Oh, we're done. Sweet. A couple little spots. We'll come back to that. Down here, anyway, looking at our productions, looks like the grass silage is looking pretty good. How much does it cost to upgrade? I don't really want to spend that kind of money to upgrade that. The hay is looking good as well. We could make twice as much if I upgraded. And TMR's just, I mean, it's full. But the thing is, it makes like 100,000 liters a day. Our cattle only need 40,000 liters a day. So there's really no reason to upgrade. I'm already making more than I can handle. I will continue to keep this loading wagon though, because this is awesome for moving things from like point A to point B, like getting TMR out of the silo and bringing it over. It's perfect. What's up, dude? We'll be over here to you in a second. Let's get this grass dropped off first. Beforehand, I know that there was an issue with the unfolding. We'll see how that works. It should move itself off to the side, which it has done. Then it should dump all of this grass and not take a very long time. It actually drops it in a longer amount of time than the other one. But that's good, because that gives me plenty of time to adjust if I only want 100,000 or 50,000 liters out. The other one, I think, unloads at like 100,000 liters a second. It's pretty fast. All right, so we drop that. Then this should pop up. Nice. Hey, it's fixed. That's awesome. Our worker did do pretty good over here. Took it a little bit of time, but you know what? Finally finished it up. Now we need to do the fertilizer. The issue is this field doesn't need to be limed. We may do it anyway, just so I can get this job done, but like it doesn't need it. Only half of this field needs it. Oh, it's so annoying. You know what? Whatever, I'm doing it. lime the whole thing. I'll come through fertilize it anyway. It doesn't matter. Might have gotten a different fertilizer spreader. This one just works better. I made this for it early on in Farm Sim 22. Yeah, that's what you get. I made this very, very early on modded version of a Kverneland spreader. I can't remember who made this. But it works great. It does everything I needed to do, and I love it. So, I'm going to continue to use it here. We'll come through and fertilize everything up, try and get it all done. Yeah, it's not too bad. While we're at it, we may as well go ahead and lime this field right here. We don't need to lime both of them, just the one here, just the one. And just like that, all done. Sweet. Now we need to fertilize both fields, and we should be just about done. And we're done. All right, taking a look. Well, ignore that one. This field is done. As a matter of fact, the weight was actually stuck up on the fence. So we're good there. We're all done. Does look like there's a few spots, but they're not showing up on the map, so who cares? Now it's time to move it on. We can only spend so much time one day in game before it gets a little bit stale, and currently it's doing just that. So we are going to do our best to move it along. Oh, that did disappear. How about that? They're not showing up as neat. Oh, that one did show up. Neat. What was I saying? Ah, yes. There's only so much time you could spend in one day before it starts to get a little bit stale. And, well, generally, August is that day for us. So we are now finished with August. Oops. What? Why? You know what? This is why I cheat. Because stuff doesn't always work the way you want it to. Just get on the stupid tractor. I'm starting to lose it, man. I'm starting to lose it. There we go. Just hook it up. Get back to the main farm. Let's get out of here. Nice. You know what? I'm actually excited to see how this part of the series turns out. We're gonna have a lot of productions going forward. We're gonna have a lot of animals moving forward. I mean, we have 500 chickens and 200 cows already, with sheep on the horizon. We actually have enough grass now to be getting sheep. I actually don't know why I haven't gotten sheep yet. Sheep farm is over here, actually. Boom, right there, right next to field number 11, which most people planted with grass, and, well, just use that to feed their sheep. And to be honest with you, that's not a bad idea. We could buy sheep now because for some reason we don't own the land but can still utilize it. And it makes me wonder, so it would be about $50,000 to buy 100 sheep. I think we could do this. We get the wool from them, and we got to give them water too. Well, at least there's a water place over here. Tell you what, this was definitely set up to be easy. We could also turn this building right here, though I believe it could be sold. Oh, the whole place would have to be sold. Well, we could take this and put a spinnery right beside it, so we wouldn't even have to go very far. I mean, the wool spawns where? Over here? So, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have to take it far, honestly. We could just put the spinnery right here. You know what? Let's do it. I'm going to buy the land that it goes on. Then we need to buy ourselves some little baby sheepies. I think I'm just going to go with the, I don't know. This one works. I don't know anything about sheep. $48,888 after reimbursing myself the $5,000 that the game steals from me for forcing me to do transportation. All right, the sheepies look happy. Now, how much are they going to be eating? Daily food's 5,000, yearly food's 60,000. Really? That's it? Call me crazy, but I just feel like that's not enough. Don't know why, but yeah, it's just kind of the way I feel. All right, we'll dump this out. It holds 100 million liters? 1 million? The water's a lot. It holds a lot. I can't remember how much I modified it to hold. A bunch. All right, well, that's going to take a while. Where is something for food? You know what? Hang on. Yearly food, 60,000. If I just give them a full 1,000,000 liters of grass, I don't think I'm going to have to feed the sheep for, like, years in-game. Yeah, how much do we have? Oh, only 684,000. Well, that's still 10 years. Although they will double in size every year until the normal sheep get to 8 months, and then they will start to reproduce again, but they take that every, I think, 10 months. It's a lot of math. I gotta figure out where the food goes. 684,000. This is a lot. It is so much. Let's bring it over here, drop it off. There you go. Nice and easy. Get a little baby sheepy some grass. Water's filling up. Water is up to about 700,000. Food is now done. And we need to do something about wool. So this is where the wool spawns right here. Now, we do have a spinnery on the map. And if I was a nice person, I would take it there. But I don't. Well, I did say I would buy all the ones on the map unless there wasn't one on the map, didn't I? I did say that. I want the $5,000 one, though. It was so cheap. Say hello to the gold... Really? So this is supposed to be the Golden Yarn Spinnery. It says that it's the Golden Yarn Spinnery. But evidently, there's just way too many sushi bars on this map. All right, well, the dump trigger's there. Spawn trigger's there for some reason. Oh, that's right. For the spinnery, you get, like, clothes and stuff, don't you? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, we will have to buy that eventually, but we are probably going to... Why are you out here? We're probably going to let our sheep build up a decent amount of wool before we actually sell it all. That way, when we sell it, we could get more money for it. Because I like to cheat. Well, you didn't think I was going to stop cheating now that we have baby sheep, did you? Come on, get out of here. Lastly, with a few upgrades comes a few changes. So we're not going to need that anymore. And let's take a look at some of the equipment that we've got to see what we don't need anymore. So we've got the New Holland. I would love to sell that, but we'd get plenty of money for it. But as much as I would love to, we have no reason to. All the vehicles and corn headers, regular headers, one plow, seeder, and a planter. Only one fertilizer spreader now, so we will have to get another one. Turns out I didn't buy the other one. Mowers, we got our windrowers. We've got 2 forage pickups, but that is good. We could definitely use another one of those, so we may go ahead and buy another one now. The other one is toothpaste tractor, and if it didn't make any sense before, the 2 custom colors are toothpaste tractor and nitro blue. So yeah, of course we're going nitro blue. As a person, I like to think that I can't be bought. However, if you make a mod that has unrealistic capacities and there's only 2 custom colors, one being nitro blue and the other one being toothpaste tractor, yeah, I'm probably just gonna use your mods. So just saying, it does seem to work. And I work as well, but not when I don't sleep. So I think that's probably going to be it for this one. It was a lot of fun having you guys around. Thank you for joining me for episode number 11. We will be back soon with some new stuff. The next one will be next day in game. So we will see you then.